Hey people of the grid, first workout of February, done. I am off to a good start. Be back here later today with Tammy for another workout date. Well, not that long ago, it was 12:30 and I said I'm gonna go take a lunch break because I'm hungry. I did a few more things here, had a call, and now it's 1:20. So I'm gonna take a lunch break. Tammy's out with Ethan. She took him to the hospital just to get his leg checked up. It's healed, it's great. They just wanted him to come back and make sure that everything was the way it should be, and check on his physio and give him some tips on that. So just a post-cast thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna run and grab a bite to eat.
It's not on.
Is this thing on?
Does the red circle mean it's on?
I don't know. Is it on? Is it on? Ethan, did you turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just on our way back to the from. Will you stop? We're just on our way back from the hospital. Ethan had his ankle checked today. Stop moving my chair. And yeah, so we had our a month checkup after you took off your cast. And what did the doctor have to say?
My leg is horribly deformed. Will be forever.
So he said his leg looks good. A little bit of swelling, that's because he did a 12-minute run today. Yay, Ethan. He had his checkup, and it looks good. It was a little swollen. He's going to have a little pain for a little bit longer, but it should heal 100%. The bones looked good. The one thing that he noticed was the growth plate turned white somewhat, which means that it's calcifying. And
it's had calcium in between the bone and the growth plate.
So it may not grow properly. So the rest of the other bone looks still like the growth plate is intact. So it may grow and his other bone may not grow. So what that means is we have to go for another checkup, and they're going to watch it. And what did you say? If it doesn't, it's going to deform horribly?
It already is.
It already is?
Horribly deformed. Me and my leg.
The doctor checked and it's perfectly fine.
Oh. Well, that's
so,
good,
but
I
how
guess.
much would it deform if it did deform?
By like 3 centimeters.
No, it wasn't even centimeters. It was millimeters.
It was 9 millimeters.
Wow.
So
they may have to, amputate?
My head.
Your ankle. Yeah. Although if you keep being a tool, it might be. So anyway, good news. We'll go back in about 6 to 8 months, and they'll double check just to make sure it's looking good. So awesome. Good news. Are you happy?
Starbucks right there.
Ethan?
Yeah, I'm happy.
You're happy with that?
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, was this thing even on?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Was it on?
No, at least Dad didn't see me moving the chair around.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I already got my first workout in this morning, which is really, really good. I'm going to try and squeeze the second one in, which meets all of my criteria for the contest. And then I'll be back. I got a couple of things I got to do tonight. Oh, just before I go, somebody in one of the comments below had asked, they had suggested I should do a review of the Nest device that we have set up here, which is now owned by Google, which is fine. It works really well. We were really excited when we first got it. I mean, it works really well. We were so excited when we first got it. We were checking it all the time, and then you set up the schedule and it just does its thing. We really don't have to do anything. The times we use it the most is in the summer when we go camping away for the weekend, and when we're coming back home, we're about a half hour away, we'll connect to it and we'll just tell it to either cool the house. Usually in the summer it's to cool the house to a comfortable temperature, and it does, and it works really, really well. Awesome product. And both Tammy and I have the app on our phones. We can both manage it from anywhere. That's all I can say. It just works. It's great. I do believe it's lowered our heating costs a bit, but we had a smart thermostat before. The thing that this one adds is that we can control it while we're away. So love that feature. And as you can see, we still have to sand this down. I've got it patched up because we used to have a humidifier and we needed the power for the thermostat. That was the one thing we needed extra power for it. But it's there, no big deal, and it's awesome. Oh, and one thing I got to do before I go to lunch here, which is like 2 minutes from the house, is I got to pop into the bank and get some money. Tammy and I, we use one account. We have more than one account, but we're both in all of the accounts. One is kind of our primary that everything goes into and out of. And out of that account, we pay all of our bills, all of our everything. And for her and I, we each get an allowance. We budget, and so she gets an amount. She actually gets $100 more than I do per month for her allowance, because I get to expense meals every once in a while, so I don't need as much, and she's got the kids and usually with her, so we get the allowance, and that helps us really stick to our budget and tightly control how much we spend, and we don't have to answer for it. So I get that money, I can spend it all on candy or ice cream or whatever, and likewise for her. That's worked out really well for us. It's a really, really good budgeting tool, because we've got the line item. Sometimes we go over and we talk about that, but it's a really good way to fly. Oh, and that reminds me, on the subject of budgets, what we do is we've got our whole year planned out. So for all of 2017, I've got both the checking logbook filled out, pre-filled out. When all of the items are coming out of the account, I know exactly when it is. I just check it off that it's happened. And then I've got another spreadsheet where we track in kind of a single analytical view, January through December, all the money in, all the money out. I can see at a glance exactly where we're going to be. That tool helps us plan all of our goals. So whether we're planning a holiday or a big purchase like a car, anything, it is all on that spreadsheet, and we can see exactly if we're going to be able to do it or not. So that helps us make decisions, and it helps us decide where we spend our money as well. That's been really, really handy for us as far as making our goals and prioritizing what we should and shouldn't spend our money on. Good stuff. Everybody should do that, I think. That's also a really good tip with anything you're doing. Measure, right? If you're going to try and accomplish something, if you don't measure, how do you know if you're doing the right stuff? How do you know if you're getting closer to your goal or further away? Or if you're doing all of this work and not getting anywhere? You got to measure. Got my lunch. So a couple of weeks ago, had a really interesting meeting with a large customer. They wanted to engage their community, their customer base, and they wanted to do it through a website. And so they went and spent a ton of money, and I mean a ton of money, setting up the website, making it look really nice, putting documents up there, making everything available. And when we asked them how big of a community are you serving, they didn't know. They didn't know how big of a community they were serving. They thought they knew, but they hadn't measured. So they had solved or created a solution to a problem that wasn't a problem in the first place. When they actually measured, turned out it was less than 15,000 people they were serving with the website. It wasn't what the people wanted. They didn't ask. So you always want to measure before. It's kind of like if you're a carpenter, right? I think the rule is measure again, and measure one more time. You always double check. Very important to do that analysis up front. A lot of people get excited, especially with technology. They deploy it, and then once it's in place and not doing what they thought it would, they go looking for a problem to solve. What you should be doing first is starting with the why, and so measure. So measuring is not only good in business and in your finances or business finances, it's also good with things like health. If we don't measure our weight, measure the food that we're eating, that's when I always get in trouble. Whenever I don't measure, I end up eating too much, not watching where I'm going. So I'm changing that. I'm going back to measuring. Never going to stop again. That's the plan. One other thing that I've noticed is I measure everything. I mean, I'm kind of ADD about measuring. There's a movie that Bruce Willis is in. Really good movie. It's a little violent. It's got some killing and stuff. Red and Red 2. Bruce Willis is an assassin, and his entire life is based on time. He knows exactly how long everything takes. I love that. I know, for example, that for me, it takes 15 minutes to get ready. Whether that's in the morning, whether that's at the gym, 15 minutes. I know exactly how long it takes to get ready. I know that if I need to, I can turn that into 10. But 15 is comfortable. I'm ready to go, looking pretty. Same thing for going for lunch. I know that it's 5 minutes to drive over and get lunch and another 5 to drive back. This stuff helps. This stuff helps with time management. It helps with money management, and it really, really helps in business. Also, the trick is not just to measure everything. It's to decide what needs to be measured. There's a lot of situations where people measure the completely wrong thing and then they miss the mark because they weren't focused on the important measure. They were focused on a totally different measure. So don't just measure blindly. Think about what you're measuring. It has to get you to the goal or to the conclusion. Big fan of measuring. What you doing there, Lissa?
Ethan does appear to have damage on his drill.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get this to stay open.
Hey people of the grid, my day is done. It's an awesome day, and just going with Tammy now to pick up Amelia, and Tammy's going on a secret mission tonight. Yeah, she's been working with her brother Barry on an anniversary gift for Barry's wife. It's a super secret, awesome gift, and Tammy's got to go help Barry out with that. So she's going to do that, which means that after we get Amelia back home, we're going to go to the Y, Tammy and I. We're going to beat the dinner rush, and we're going to get in a workout. Hey?
Yes.
Excited?
You always ask that. No, I'm not
You know
excited yet.
I am, because I am right where I need to be.
Oh yeah, and I'm getting a t-shirt, so I guess I'm excited.
I am right where I need to be, and when we go now, it puts me over the top. I've maximized the points I can make for the day. All I gotta do is, all I gotta do, well, once I do the workout, and then all I gotta do is stand like 5 more times, which should not be a problem.
Where's my stand at?
And I'm in the zone. Oh yeah.
I'm standing in that.
I was so excited. Today's the first day of this contest. I actually got up early today. I was up at 4:45 in the morning because I was
You weren't in bed till late.
I know, because I was so excited to get started. Isn't that
You're
awesome?
nuts.
I know.
I'm better than yesterday.
It gets better the more you do it, and then pretty soon it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Hey, people of the grid. That secret mission that Tammy had, I decided I was going to go with her. So we went out, we met with Barry, her brother, handed off the stuff that he needed, and for the anniversary present. It's their anniversary. I think it's like 17 years for them. Yeah, something like that. I'll have to check. Anyways, he's on his way home, and he's going to surprise Brandy with the gift, and that's that. So we had a really good day. Got both of my workouts in, made all of my goals here on the workout challenge, and I'm going to call it a night and wrap it up there. Hope you guys had a good day. Tomorrow is going to be an awesome day for us. Stay with us. Thanks for watching. Miker. Oh.